We at Kentucky Tennessee Living are here at the Breaks Interstate Park located on the Virginia and Kentucky state line. The park is often referred to as the Grand Canyon if she had on her clothes. According to the Breaks Interstate Park website, the park is home to the Breaks Canyon, which is one of the deepest gorges east of the Mississippi River. All aboard the Kentucky Tennessee Living Time Machine. Please fasten your seatbelts and keep your arms and legs inside of the vehicle at all times. But to get going, we need your help. We still need to fire up the time machine to transport us. Please help us by clicking the like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons down below. Not only does this help fire up the time machine, but it convinces YouTube that we need a bigger time machine to reach more people who love history as much as you do. Now, back to our story. The Clinchfield Overlook. The railroad below has a long and tangled history dating back to the wagon road surveys as early as 1831. A north-south route across the Appalachian Mountains for commerce and travel was long sought, but location here was always negated by rugged topography. However, by the 1880s, recognition of the region's abundant coal resources convinced railroad and coal barons that the line was feasible, if not necessary, to develop these deposits. Many railroad companies demonstrated interest in the breaks, but General John T. Wilder of Charleston, Cincinnati, and Chicago Railroad was the first to lay title to the property in this area. The company collapsed in 1890, but the rights eventually passed to the South and Western Railway, headed by George Lafayette Carter, and finally to the Carolina, Clinchfield, and Ohio Railroad, the Clinchfield Line. The route through the breaks was completed in 1915, but only after litigation with the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad, claiming prior rights through the gorge in 1902. Those two lines connected at Elkhorn City, Kentucky. Ironically, after many mergers and buyouts, the inheritor of the Chesapeake and Ohio acquired use of the line, CSX Transportation, whose coal trains traverse the gorge to this day. At the time of completion, the Clinchfield was the most costly American line per foot, yet built in no small part to the construction obstacles in the breaks. Upstream, the 921-foot Tower Tunnel passes under the saddle between the towers and the chimney, avoiding the great entrenched meander bend of the Russell Fork. Downstream, the 1,523-foot State Line Tunnel parallels Russell Fork. The gorge wall of the tunnel is only a few feet thick. Further downstream, the track sweeps majestically around Potter's Flat and then crosses the river over Pool Point Bridge, which was the longest steel-span bridge in the world for a short time after construction. Overlook signage. The name Breaks was derived from the break in Pine Mountain created by Russell Fork of the Big Sandy River as it carved a 1,000-foot deep gorge on its way to join the Ohio River. By taking the path on the left to the Clinchfield Overlook, you will see this work of nature, often called the Grand Canyon of the South. The elevation here is 1,978 feet above sea level. Nature provides a way. Transportation was made easier in this area of narrow, winding hollows and steep mountains when man took advantage of the natural breach in the Pine Mountain to meet his needs. The best route into this coal-rich land was through the Breaks Canyon, and the tracks of the Clinchfield Railroad were laid in 1915 at the bottom of the gorge on a natural bench just above the stream level of the tracks, are still used to carry the valuable coal from the region and can clearly be seen below until they disappear into the state tunnel. Elevation here is 1,920 feet above sea level, and the river elevation is 920 feet above sea level. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank you for watching our video series on the Breaks Interstate Park of the Appalachian Mountains. Don't forget to hit that like button, as the more likes we receive, the more likely YouTube is to suggest our videos to other viewers. Also, to receive notice when we upload a new video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell notification button. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky Tennessee Living as we are discovering the mysteries of Appalachian history.